Hello, everyone. Adam Yorston here with Y&A. I'm sitting down today with Steve Trifiletti, CEO, partner of ABC Sign Systems. Steve, how you doing?
I'm fine, Adam. How about you?
Doing well. Doing well. Just exploring different rooms of my house throughout the day, every day.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody at ABC and your family in New Jersey, everybody safe and healthy?
Yes, they are. Very happy to say that all family, friends, coworkers are staying healthy. So that's good news.
Excellent. And I wore this golf shirt today because I know you're a big golfer. Important question. Are you able to get out and golf at all, or have they shut all that down in New Jersey?
Well, I actually play in Pennsylvania, and they have shut it down, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. I hear we're opening up Friday, so I'm getting itchy to make my tee time and get out there.
Excellent. Well, the first couple rounds, you can put a little handicap on it because you haven't been able to get out as early as usual.
I'm hoping to play better because you don't have to put the ball in the cup, so to speak. You just have to touch it.
Just touch it. There you go. Closest ball. So, Steve, ABC Sign Systems is a wholesale sign company in Pennsauken, New Jersey, established in 1952. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How long have you been in the industry?
I've been working here since I was 18 years old. So I'm dating myself. 1986 is the year I started.
Wow. So 34 years already. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun, actually.
A little bit about ABC. Since you've been around since 1952, could you give us a little bit about the background?
Sure. We started off as ABC Plastic Fabricators. And like the name describes, we did a lot of plastic fabrication, but more so, we did a lot of plastic thermal forming. And we, at one time, competed with Gemini to do the form letters that you commonly see on buildings. That started in 52. And throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we continued to do the thermal forming of letters, plastic form backgrounds, and faces. Some old timers might remember V3 and V6, which was a corrugated background. And at one time, I don't remember the actual year, but ABC was the largest corrugator of acrylic in the United States.
Oh, wow.
And when I first started working there in 1986, the whole factory floor was filled with ovens and many like letter molds and pan face molds and V3 and V6 corrugation molds. Really, the whole shop floor was ovens and these wood forms that we used to make the product.
Wow. So now today, as we fast forward, and you've been the CEO and partner of ABC, I believe, since 2001.
Correct.
We fast forward, ABC, I know because I've had the privilege of visiting the shop before, is a full production wholesaler. So could a little bit about the equipment and capabilities you guys have? You would consider yourself today a full range or a full range wholesaler?
That's correct. Well, kind of continuing in with the history, in the 80s, we decided to branch out and become a decorator of flex faces and a manufacturer of sign cabinets. And we still do that today. And then when my partner and I purchased the company, we got more into routed products, which includes channel letters, routed push-through signs, much more custom-oriented signs that you might see in a business park or some type of corporate park that wants a fancier sign, so to speak.
Yeah, more monument, commercial-driven.
Correct.
Excellent. So with that, I know that you have full paint capabilities, routers, saws, printers. If you were, as being an owner of ABC, where do you feel that your operation really specializes? Some companies identify as channel letter wholesalers or box sign, or we only do custom fab, or we do large format printing. Where do you think ABC really fits the niche when you're talking to your customers?
Well, I like to say our niche is that we really don't have one. We kind of don't focus on really any one product, but we focus on what our customer needs. And for some companies, that might be a sign box or a custom monument. For other companies, it could be channel letters. And ideally speaking, for a lot of companies, it could be a lot of all those products mixed in. But we strive to really not say no to our customer. That's been our business philosophy since we bought the company. Not to say no, we can't build it, or no, we can't deliver that on time. And really, that's how we've built and grown our company since 2001.
That's excellent. So really, really no job is too small, and you love the big ones.
Love the big ones. I think as a wholesaler, we are really help our customers tackle these bigger jobs. There's been countless very large projects in excess of $500,000 to $1 million. And we've built some of these products with really just a sign broker, really like a one-man band, so to speak. But we became his manufacturing, his design. We gave him that capability. We partnered with some installers, or that either they recommended or we recommended, and performed these projects.
Yeah. Now, Steve, I've known you for a while here. So you've shipped signs all over the U.S. and the Caribbean and places. Really, you have a reach that has the ability to produce signs and ship anywhere.
That's correct. We have a 25,000 square foot facility here in Pennsauken. We're ideally located in the Mid-Atlantic Eastern Seaboard. We're probably in the center of a 30 or 40 million population center. And so we do a lot of driving up and down 95, but it's also convenient to ship out of this location. We have access to the whole entire East Coast seaboard, as well as going out west.
So being involved as a wholesaler for 34 years, shipping signs all over the country, dealing with the amount of employees you have and the square footage you have, what would you think one of the biggest challenges you face as a wholesaler in the visual communications industry? And as in the kind of bounce off of that, after you look at your challenge, then why would what would be the reason why wholesaling is so important in the sign industry as well?
I think the biggest challenge is every sign is different. No matter, you might think you're building repetitive signs, but they're not getting installed in the same exact location or the same exact spot. There's always something different about every sign, and it's that attention to detail and communicating it to the shop, which is the difficult part. It's easy to fall into the trap. Oh, this sign's the same as the last one, but time and time again, there's one small detail that discriminates it from the sign previous, and it's hard to manage all that information.
I can only imagine you probably go from receiving a simple PDF that says use whatever you think is best to a 42-page drawing. It says here's everything, and it's got details, the size, 8 font that you can barely see. So
well, now that you mentioned it, that is another quandary. Some people overload you with information, and other people have to track all the information down. They give you the job, but they might not understand all the information that you need to have to produce the sign. So, it's a constant battle to back with your customer, find out what you need, make sure it gets into the plan to build the sign, and take it from there.
Now, I mean, so, obviously you guys have found a very successful path to find the middle of that and be a successful wholesaler. Being in the business now for, I'm going to do some quick math here, almost 70 years, I guess, as a wholesaler. What would be your thought process of why wholesale fabricator plays such an important role in our growing sign industry?
Well, I think we provide expertise and the equipment to produce really any type of job. And small smart sign companies that might not have their own capability should know that they can come to a wholesaler and we can provide this service to you. It gives more competition for the larger sign companies and the smaller sign companies. Gives them sort of an equal playing field.
Gives everybody a shot
Correct.
At going out there and selling a UL sign or selling an illuminated set of channel letters or a box, and really allows the industry to flourish. And as you and I probably are both believers of this, the more competition, the better quality we're going to get out there.
Correct. Well said, Adam. Thank you.
Excellent. Hey, Steve, I got, I want to always end on a positive note here. You and I are in the Northeast, where this is certainly hitting us pretty hard, and we're spending a lot more time at home and with our families. I've asked a couple of our guests, and I've gotten some great answers in the past. During this time, Steve, what are you binge watching? Do you have a recipe your family says you're famous for, or are you just leaning into towards a favorite cocktail and sitting back? What is Steve Trifiletti doing during this time?
Definitely a favorite cocktail. I kind of consider myself an amateur beer connoisseur. So
Okay.
I like to sample different beers, and I've definitely been doing some of that during quarantine. As far as watching TV shows, I've pretty much binge watched them all, so I could tell you everything and give you some spoiler alerts. But recently I watched Outer Banks, which is on Netflix, and I watched it with my teenage daughter. She seemed to enjoy it a little bit more than I did.
Well, at least you were bonding. Well, that's awesome, Steve. One of these times we'll have to get out there and catch one of these shows and have you help me go through the beer selection, and we'll pick some good ones. We do have Steve's information at the bottom and his email up. So please reach out to Steve if you have any wholesale needs. His phone number and his email is there. Steve, congratulations on 34 years of success and almost a 70-year-old business in the wholesale world, ABC Sign Systems. You guys do great work. Thank you for joining us today.
We're glad to be here, Adam. Thank you for having me.